Mahaba. Hola. Mahaba. Hola. How's everyone doing today on this sensational Sunday? Hold on, let me get myself together here. Always a lot to do. Always a lot to do. As always. All right. This morning, my assignment. I've been up since about 3:30 this morning because, well, uh, my my sleep. This is my sleep pattern now. Go to sleep early, wake up early. Anyway, right now I'm organizing a pantry here. What I'm gonna do is, I put a bowl over my head. I give myself a haircut. See that? Yes, I'm a chef, an organizer, a political analyst, a financial analyst, a cook, a beautician, an electrician, a boiler repair woman. You know what I knew about repairs? I knew a screwdriver, I knew a hammer, I knew a wrench, I knew a drill bit. I knew about spark plugs on an engine, but well, when you're only learning about wifey duties, you don't have to know these things, you know. But okay, right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty out everything that's in here. And I'm going to then take everything that's in here. I'm going to temporarily place it onto the ground, onto the floor. La pizza, la pizza, la pizza. And then break it down, break it down. Then after I break it down, after it's broken down, I then in turn will put them over to here, to here, to here. All right? So that's the goal. That's the goal. Because as you can see, there's a lot of space here. There's a lot of space here. And my goal, alhamdulillah, if it's God's will for me, I will be living elsewhere. Possibly. I've been saying that, but I stay here only because trying to find something. When you're gonna sell a house or whatever you're living in, you're gonna relocate. You have to have the place set up, because if you're doing it while you're trying to sell, it's just too much going on. And that's what had happened here. And plus I had the crap with these people with these freaking permits, so it just became a domino effect. So anyway, but on that note, I want to go somewhere else. I want to live in a tax-free state, and then just do what I got to do here. Yeah. So the plan is, like I said, break this down, move it over there. Right? Now, this cabinet here that I had installed, this was a $30 cabinet that I picked up at Habitat. And what I have on here is, I have quartz countertop from a restaurant supply spot. And this quartz countertop here, as you can see, it's 2.1 inches. And I paid, 72-inch by 30 from this place that I bought it from was about, I'm so pale. It's the light too. It was, I think, $700, right? $700, because it was a countertop. It was a table. It was a tabletop. So what I did was, well, got the equipment, buy the saw, make it to a countertop, make it 25, right? Easy peasy. It's thinking outside the box. Because if you don't think outside the box, you get stuck in the box, and then you cannot freaking move, and then you become paralyzed. You become like the dead lab rat. No rats, no rats. The dead lab mice. Okay, let me take this out. I have somebody who helps me, but, well, I've exhausted my budget for help until the month of April. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, yeah. Subject here. This is for health stuff. Linseed. Anyone who suffers from digestive issues, okay, before spending all kinds of money on co-payments for your doctors or prescription co-pay, whatever you gotta do, buy linseed. Buy linseed. Linseed, excuse me while I pick the congestion out of my eyeballs. Linseed, cardamom seed. Cardamom, if you research, if you read about stuff that will help alleviate your digestion, most of the issues that people have, it's based upon the consumption of the shit food that we have. Right? Because when you can add preservatives to increase the net asset quantity, not quality. Are you going to make more and make more money by paying less? Hell to the freaking yeah, because you don't care. That rhymes. So this is what has been going on with food, and this is why we, as people here in the West, the Western Hemisphere, we have the shit diets, right? And where are these people? Where are these freaking people, right? They're dozing for dollars. They're at congressional meetings. They're popping off bullshit about, let's see, what's the bullshit now? Oh yes, I want everyone to know I feel so safe and so secure that a transgender is not allowed into a female's bathroom. I feel so safe. I feel so safe, I'm telling you. Who gives a crap what people want to do with their personage, as far as who they want to sleep with, or who they want to bleep with, whatever. It's nobody's freaking business. Yeah, the waste, the government freaking waste. Fucking ass hats on steroids that get paid with taxpayer dollars. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Anyway. Yeah, so our food system is a crap show. It's been a crap show. And this is why the ailments that we have are so dominant in our society. You know? My husband used to always want, every time if this man didn't have like a pound, like a lot of meat, because he was a large man, but the red meat, the sausage. I wouldn't buy pork, but I would, I'd buy it for him, and I'd be like, that's yours. But horrible diet, and all the steroids that are in who's ever talking, just please go about your business. Take your psychotropics. They're waiting for you. They're in your closet. Go find them. They're in your medicine cabinet. Yeah, the diets that happens here, Western society, horrible, you know. So yeah, the linseed, this with cardamom, this with peppermint leaf, clear out your digestion. don't eat deli meat. That rhymes. Don't eat deli meat. Okay? That stuff is hideous, nasty. You get a little constipating, you can always try a little glycerin. Oh, God. Yeah, so this is the organization. I'll put that there to there. And then, God willing, alhamdulillah, I could just go, I need to go to a tax-free state. I'd go to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, but I don't want to have nothing to do with that state. Ugh. Somebody tried to set me up with illegal activity, which would have resulted in a federal sentencing, which would have resulted in me visiting Connecticut, Danbury. Yeah. It's amazing. People think you're freaking stupid. It's just amazing. Yeah, get propositioned to do something to make a lot of money that they know you know is illegal, but the person popping off trying to sell you that bullshit thinks you don't know, and you're like, oh, okay, oh sure, yeah, you want me to sign something? Female minority? Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll be right on it. That happened to some lady that I worked with too. She was a white chick. Somebody tapped her and she bit the bait. She chomped on that bit. And then she got herself a situation with the felon on it. On a federal thing because it was money. Yep. My son will be 47. He'll be 40, wait a second. I'll be 65. Oh my God, that kid's gonna be 46. He'll be 46 years old. I've always told him since he was a kid, trust nobody. Oh ma, why do you think, ma? Trust nobody. Later on, in his growing up an adult, he got in a situation. Somebody did him very, very bad. And, well, trust nobody. The only person you can trust is yourself. Hopefully you stay in the right frame of mind so you can always maintain yourself. Oh my God, does it ever end? Does it ever end? Okay, what do I got here? Oh, this. Linseed, here we go. Linseed. Constipated? Can't go to the bathroom? Put a tablespoon of linseed in a drink. Put a tablespoon of linseed and sprinkle it on your cereal. Make bread. Whatever, gluten-free, whatever you gotta do. Electrolytes, Himalayan salt. And then you can sprinkle some, like, lemon peel, orange peel, a little flavor. Oh my God. Anybody watching, if you want to donate to my Venmo, I could help hire somebody. Oh my God. Arrowroot. This right here, arrowroot, is a thickening agent. Arrowroot is also great for cosmetics. Arrowroot is a great oil absorbent. Arrowroot can be used as deodorant. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Hey, a lot of stuff, man. Anybody want to hire me to organize? Oh no. Oh God. Oh. Oh shit. say it was open. Darn you. I thought it was open. I thought I heard those kernels hit that floor, baby. Oh, you hit that floor. Stock up on dry nuts if you can have nuts. Because people are going to be going into some depression era type of situation going on, because we got Mr. Elone on his ketamine. He's pulling the strings. His hands from working. I got him all cut up from doing stuff. Oh God, I'm telling you, I am going to come back as a prima donna my next go round. My king is going to come. He's going to come with the coach. Hopefully it won't be an ambulance. Oh my God. No. I told my husband before he died, I said, something happens to you, I stay alone. He goes, nah, you'll find somebody else. I'm like, after you, I'm done. Nah, you'll find somebody else. Everybody needs somebody. After you, I'm done. Yeah. And so far, I've been solo now. It'll be 6 years. And I'm okay. You've got too many freaking problems. Got a problem? Take it outside. No. When you meet somebody, you care for them, you have to have compassion, and you have to, it's like if stuff happens, what are you going to do? You're going to bounce and be like a bitch ass and be like, oh, I don't want to get involved. No. That's what happened with me. My son with his mental health and addiction. My husband was cut off from the beginning. He just shut down right away. That's who he was. And my son got all whacked with the drugs, very bad, and I wanted to do an intervention. I said to my husband, listen, Mount Vernon Police, Westchester County Mental Health, we're doing an intervention. I goes, I don't want to get involved. What? Oh, I don't want to get involved. Your son will call the cops on me. Okay. This is who you are? Okay. So yeah. When you're like that, that cord should have been cut a very long time ago. But me being I made the commitment. No. That was him. He would always, because I'd be like, listen, when this is not healthy for me on a mental level, an emotional, spiritual level. Oh, you want to give up? Yeah, look, city people, it's so easy, because he was born in Jersey, but raised in PA, mostly. What? We're not on the same, we're not working together, we're not working out. Oh, then it would be the modification of behavior, period. That's what it is. It becomes a modification of behavior, and then they tone it down. It's a manipulation. So, anyway. But yeah, when you're in a relationship, somebody, you're there with that person. You're not just there with, like I said, he checked out from day one, because he was never in 100%, because it was all a lie. My entire marriage was a lie that I uncovered shortly after we got married. May, June, July. 2 months. 2 months after we got married. And it was such a freaking real blow to my spirit. I was like, wow, you freaking gotta be kidding me. But then again, I'll make it work. Oh, make it work. Make that marriage work. Because that's what our mothers tell us. Stay with your husband. So, yeah, lady, you know what? Ladies, stay with yourselves. Stay with yourselves. if things are not right, your gut and your spirit tells you it's not right, tell him to go. He didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave. And then when he was about to leave, it was like, then it would come to this like, well, maybe we could try this, maybe. But in reality, I was like, listen, we could just cohabitate. We could just cohabitate. Because you're not being real with me. I'm real 100%. You know, oh no, but we can't. No, no, no. Well, all right, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah. When there's a performance that needs to be exhibited, that's when you hear that. You know, when people don't live in their real world, when they don't live in their truth, and you're just basically like an ornament because it looks good for them. All right? So, yeah. And to that I say, women, even men, you got somebody who manipulates your emotions, you know what? Go with your gut. Go with your gut. The gut here. The gut. Oh my God. And the crazy thing was that men, if you think women don't know what you're up to, and the same goes for women. Women who have a little extra curriculum going on. You know, a lot of times people just have to maintain a copacetic environment because there's money involved, there's property, there's kids. You might have a business together. You know, my motto is be honest. Be honest. Because if you can't be honest, you're a man. You wear a fucking skirt. You're wearing a skirt. Man the fuck up. Be straight up. You know. The best is when you hear stories of these guys who, you know, they have their extracurriculum, and then they tell their wives or their girlfriends, "Oh no, you're crazy. Oh, she's crazy." Yeah. And then what happened here was that my husband thought that, well, he said, well, I'll give you $100 a month. And I was like, well, yeah, you're going to give me $100 a month? You think so? You're going to give me $100 a month? Okay. And then he found out otherwise. And then when he found out otherwise, he was like, well, then maybe we can try to work this out again. Song started. Well. How about that? Oh, and then the best was, he told his family that we divorced. Because his son sent that to me in a text after he died. Oh, I thought you guys divorced. And I'm like, oh, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense now. The moral of my story here is, don't bullshit people. Don't bullshit. It's very simple. Oh my God. No, I have to like limit myself to my my physicality, even though I am very strong like an ox. Oh God. That's what happens when you're born with a grenade in your hand and you gotta fight with people all the time because you're like, sometimes certain people, you know, like we're cursed, and people like that didn't even want us to be born, you know, and then there are people that want to wish you evil, and then it comes back to them. Yeah. Yep. Anybody who's spiritual, they know what I'm talking about. Yeah. If you're not spiritual, if you're not in that realm, the realm like that I'm on, you what I'm saying, you like, huh? What's she talking about? Oh, this right here? Look at this. Right. For all my food enthusiasts, all my Latinos, all my Caribbean folks, right here. Chile ancho. Oh my God. Oh my God. This right here, you crush these. Another one. Oh my God, this is another flavor. This is the serrano peppers. Oh my God. Yeah, because, listen. Mira este. No. Now I know why people didn't know what race I am, because I'm a mix of different races. I'm actually Portuguese too. It's that African. Okay. Shit. Okay, look right here. Okay. This. A jar this size, right? With this pepper, right? It's gonna cost you about $3.50, maybe more because this is a specialty. But if you go and you buy stuff, you buy dry stuff. You buy yourself a grinder. Go to a Goodwill. Go buy it from that other trapeze dude, Amazon Jeff Bezos. You know. Buy stuff and start stocking. Years ago, I worked, my first office job, I worked at the Bronx Veterans Hospital, Kingsbridge Road, 130 West Kingsbridge Road. They were building the new building, 1977. That's when it was built. Anyway, I worked for the social worker because I was going to study nursing. I used to go to commissary, right? So now, cigarettes back then, 1977, they were at the commissary. First they were 10 cents, and then they went to 15 cents. No, they were 10 cents, and then they went to 15 cents. No, they were 20. It went to 20 cents. So I used to buy the cigarettes, and me wheeling and dealing. I would sell them. I was going out with my son's father. We were like gangsters selling cigarettes. Patty, get the cigarettes. Where's the cash? Oh my God. And then one time at band camp, okay, growing up in the Bronx, I used to go to a sleepaway camp, St. Vincent de Paul, Glen Falls, New York, right? So the kids they were all black and brown kids, right? So later on, one summer, like the next year, I see the kids that I was in camp with, and they're selling the water bottles. Now, this is when the water bottles, the plastic just started. So what they would do, the kids, because you got to survive, would take the bottles, the recycled bottles, rinse them out, put the caps on them, put a little glue. So when you bought it, you were buying tap water, but it's just being entrepreneurial. So you learn these things. But when your ass is powdered, you don't learn this stuff because mommy and dad are like, okay, you want a new car? Here, you're 16, you get a new car? Here you go, you get a car. And then when life gets rough, when you're a little bit older, you'll have like a nervous breakdown because you'll have a breakup with somebody, or you'll like lose your shit. So you gotta be real, kids. Don't powder their asses. My mother had us, we were soldiers. Keep walking straight line, I'll break her. She was heavy-handed with me. She was. There's a lot of this going on, but I guess, what are you going to do? Motherhood is not an easy job. Then have 4 kids? Have 4? My older sister was the golden child. She was the platinum blonde. My brother was also blonde. And I was the minority. Oh, God. Anyway, I went a long way for this cabinet organization cleanup, but I'm getting there. What time did I start this shit? Oh, God. Okay, here we go. I do everything on my own. Nobody ever helps me. I come by, well, little quick, so now, I just, I'm no longer available. I'm no longer available. Because the last 3 ER visits where my BP went up to 185 over 93. I was sitting there on the steps, and I said, I'm going. I'm like, Mark, I'm coming. I'll see you when I get there. And when that happened, all the times of me helping people and availing myself, all right, and the people are no show for me. It's like, no, you know what? Okay. I got the memo. I got the memo a long time ago, but I continue to be involved and be part of your life, you know. But if I'm like a secondary thought, well, you know what? Well, having a BP of 185 over 93, yeah, that will make that second thought become the first thought and say, you know what? Me. Worry about me. Don't worry about anybody else. And that's it. So now I know if something happens to me, I have an estate manager that will maintain my shit. Yeah. And that's how that is gonna. That's how those dominoes are gonna frickin' fall. Yeah. What are you gonna do? That's life, right? Without disappointments, we'd have nothing. Oh God, I'm so skinny now. I lost a lot of weight. Hypothyroid. Now I'm hyper because the weight goes. Oh, this right here, this I want to ship out. I want to ship out to a fan that I follow. Hello there. If you need this, Mr. EJ, I said I got you. I'll ship it out. I don't know where you're at. I picked this up at a thrift shop. I have another one. You can have it. It's, I don't want nothing for it. Yeah, this thing works good. Halo plate. You rent someplace or something, all you need is a mini refrigerator, get an induction cook pot, have a cooler, keep your stuff in it, you know, keep your provisions from spoiling, and you're straight. Survival, people, survival. Just remember, don't powder the kids' asses. I do that with myself, and it's like I turned into a terror. Broke my leg 2 years ago. This kid didn't even freaking. He came to the hospital and he was not in a good state of mind. And then arguing with me. You gotta sell that freaking house. You gotta sell that house. I keep telling you can't sell. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. Oh well, what are you gonna do? That's a whole nother story. Me trying to become my son's guardian so that his mental health didn't deteriorate to the point that it's deteriorated to, but they don't give a F. Because as long as the state makes money when somebody is incarcerated, you know, the state ain't gonna make no money when they're helping people with treatment or benefits, you know. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit with a capital MOFB. Like they talk about, oh, pro-life, I'm pro-life, you're pro-life. You're pro-life because of politics. Because when the child is born, then you want to take away the basic needs that an impoverished child is going to be born with. But you're pro-life, right? You're pro-Gatsungul. I'm not Italian, but I know Italian. Nostradamus too. That's for you. I'd curse in Arabic, but I don't want to do that. Anyway. All right, so here I go. Oh my God. Okay, all right. Spadily, that's not gonna work. Spadily, it's not gonna work because you gotta move all this shit over. Look at all this crap that came out of this freaking closet. Yeah, it's gotta go. It's gonna go. You can't see. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh God, don't go nowhere. Stop. Wait. Alright, there you go. Alright. Spadily, I gotta move. Spadily, I gotta turn around and move this crap over. Yeah, so, God willing, I'll go live in a tax-free state. And then rent this out or something. I keep saying that. But a tax-free state will work. This way I don't have to freaking keep getting taxed. So I suppose I put the Karen Chronicle episode of what happened in Pennsylvania with my my husband's son. While in a state of distress and shock, not knowing, I released property to this kid. I didn't have to do that. And with that, turned after my head came out of the clouds after, you know, finding him unalived and all that other stuff that that happened afterwards. There was supposed to be, my signature was supposed to be on this form called the MV39 in the Commonwealth. MV1, MV39. I'm looking at this, I'm like, I didn't sign this. Now, this kid was given stuff, like I said, I didn't have to do that. But they came over 3 days after my husband died, wanted to know about a will. Right? Didn't even have the frickin' service. For your father. And you come over looking for money. You're worried about a frickin' will. Yeah. So anyway, with that, kid had the Hillbilly Highway, the RV. I hate those freaking RVs. I really do. They're okay, like an emergency, but that whole, it just reminds me of, and the click, although the banjos came from Ireland. It derived from the sitar, but this freaking kid is supposed to continue making payments, right? After me giving him money, which I didn't have to do, after saying, yeah, take the tools, wiping out everything from the shed, right? Everything, every freaking thing in there. My head was so far up in the clouds when I tell you, it was just like, unless you've find someone unalived, and then you had all the trauma that follows after that. And with me, it was my son relapsing. Yeah, you know, because it just, when it rains, it pours. And anyway, so yeah, that was all that. So this kid, the husband's son, make the payments for the RV. Make the payment. After being given $110,000, no tax that he paid. I paid the freaking taxes. All right. He decides I'm not doing it. He decides he files a police report against me in the Commonwealth, Wayne County, Pennsylvania. Files a freaking police report. Then they issue a warrant for me. Yeah. I contact the judge and I say, "Yo, judge, there was no will. I had no fiduciary responsibility to this kid." They proceeded to go ahead and do this. Yeah. So that's a Karen Chronicle. That's a Karen Chronicle. Yeah. You're talking about your civil rights being violated? And then I want to pursue to retrieve the damages for this freaking RV. They won't do it. They won't do a visual. They won't do a Zoom. And they close it out. So on top, then I had a warrant. Then I had to pay a fee. Okay, I had to pay a fee for the warrant. Then I paid a fee to have a court case that to retrieve, to get the money back. Okay, for that freaking hillbilly RV that this kid decided after having it for 2 years, brings it back all banged up. But this is the kind of Karenicity. This is the Karenicity. Yep, the Karenicity. Well, when you have somebody who lies and you're around people who lie and manipulate all the time, you become the conduit for that, and you just carry it and channel it to the next, to other people, and that's exactly what this kid did. When I tell you, trashy people, and then knowing that the father is, knowing that he's lying, well, maybe not, because they're all a bunch of liars anyway, you understand? So that they're woven together with lies. Yeah, people. So that's the wonderful, that was the Pinocchio land, people. Now, if my husband was black or brown, and his son being a person of color, you want to know damn sure they would have gone ahead and pursued this kid on a legal matter. Because I reported it here to the darling, to the sheriff, to the troopers, and oh no, we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing. There's no freaking will. What do you mean you can't do nothing? Yeah, they're a bunch of scum. And that the junior, well, you know, juniors follow in pursuit of what they see. Alright, I'm gonna have to lift this up. Crazy thing, my husband never took off from work when I was buying this house, because I bought it before I married him. We weren't legally married, and when he moved in here with me, this man would never take time off from work. He would say, "I never miss a day's work. I never miss a day's work." When I did the closing, he took the day off from work. Maybe he thought I was going to put the house in his name too. Yeah. People shady. Shady. Come on. And then my mother-in-law at the time, we went over to visit her and her husband. She's trying to hook my husband up with his listen to this shit. All right, girl, you go. She's trying to hook my husband up with his ex-wife's, listen to this shit, his ex-wife's husband's daughter. And she's saying, oh, did you see her? Did you see her? She's so beautiful. Did you see her? Did you see her? She's so beautiful. You gotta see what she looks like. Oh my God. And her husband said, what are you trying to do? Hook him up? And that was probably my husband being the whatever he was talking and spewing, because everything was a freaking lie. You understand? But they've been put on blast. Yeah. The Karen Chronicles. The Karen Chronicles. Yep. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Oh well, I survived it. They gotta live with their bullshit and their misery. What I don't understand today is how people in supposedly in relationships, right? How if you're in a relationship, why are you showing your ass off on social media? If you got a fiance, you got a husband, because you're looking for attention, right? If I stand out here, I mean, I'm an old bag now, but I'm in good shape, and I still got washboard stomach. You know, so if I pose like that, what am I posing for? Do I want somebody to carry my books to the library? Or am I looking to get am I looking for attention, to have people comment, oh, look at you, oh. Yeah. That's how some people are. They're in relationships and they're posing like, you know, with their asses out. But you know, that's society today. What are you gonna do? Anyway, I gotta now empty this out. There we go. Yeah. You out. Oh my God. Yeah. Tax-free state, Airbnb. Tax-free state, Airbnb. Let's see what I gotta do. All right, so here's the plan. Here's the plan, Superman. That gets broken down. Right there, right there, right there. I'm still congested, so. All right, let me get my tape measure here. Oh my God. So much shit. Oh my God. Oh. It's right here. A cake. A rosette. I bought this at a flea market in Coral Gables when I lived in Florida. Yeah. I made these cakes and I brought them to the VA one year. They loved it. Oh no, I bought the minis. They loved the mini little package cakes. They look like gift packages, gift boxes. Okay, tape measure. All right, everybody. Well, I hope my journey of semi-organization. Yeah, I gotta take these apart. Okay. So that's the plan. There to there. There to there. There to there. And my $1 roll wallpaper from Habitat, which is actually a $75 roll. I have to buy one that matches. I saw it online. I have to order it, but I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. because I actually might just get the stencil and then just make it the pinstripe, but do it like that. Because this wallpaper is Schumacher, and that brand Schumacher, it's like $75 a roll. I got it for $3.80. Oh God! All right, hold on, everyone. I'll be back. 1 second. Enjoy the music. Hold on. I gotta measure this. Oh my God, it's an obstacle course here. Don't cross that obstacle course. You don't want to slip and fall, kid. You don't want that to happen. Oh God, no. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm not going to do the tape measure. I guess I'm going to start to just break this down. Okay, here we go. If you think of life as a drill, just think of life as a drill. Don't take it serious. You're just like marching. You're doing your march every day. It's like when I worked for transit police as a civilian, they had us do it was after the tower, the first time the towers were attacked. They make us vacate the building, and there was snow on the ground. So they have about, this is stupid. How many people are on the 3rd floor? Let's say 100 people, right? They have us by floors. They have us evacuate. They do a drill. But they do a drill, right? So they got the snow paved, okay? They got the snow paved. But the snow pavement is about maybe, see the size of the blade, right? So now the snow gets plowed. But then, the snow is going to melt and it's going to get a little slushy, and then it's going to kind of congeal, and it's going to make the pathway more narrow, right? Common sense. They make us go out, march. I fall, bust up my leg, my ankle. I'm like, I'm not moving. They're going to take me out of here in a freaking ambulance, and that's what they did. Okay. My husband Peter said, and my stepfather said, anything happens to you, you're on a job in the city of New York, you fall, you don't move. You let an ambulance take you because they're responsible. But that's what happens. It's all a drill. They don't prepare these drills the right way, I can tell you that. Yeah, how do you have about 100 people walk out and you got a little narrow walkway? It's like, what are we, ballerinas? We're going to walk on a tightrope? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, God. All right. I got to break this apart now. It's going to require some noise and some banging. I don't want to disturb anybody's peace out there, because they might complain and say, look, she's being aggressive. She's knocking stuff down. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Oh, this is anise. Star anise. Oh my God. Oh, another thing. Your digestion is off. Get star anise. Buy the whole cloves of star anise. Grind them. Or you don't even have to grind them. You can boil them. You can put boiled water over it with fresh cinnamon sticks, fresh peppermint. Clean you right out. Stop eating all that processed freaking food. This is like that song, Teenage Wasteland. This is America. This is Health Wasteland. Let's see how badly we can have people up. So I grew up in the Bronx and lived in Brooklyn, right? Born in Harlem. Asthma, digestive, asthma and digestion, When you're asthmatic, you get a pump, okay? That pump contains a steroid. So that steroid, when you're not breathing properly and you have shit food, okay, the probability of you developing autism is very high. It's very high. So this is all manufactured. This is what they do to get people sick, to make people sick, to have them stay sick, so that later on in life, they're going to have limited capabilities as far as earning potential. All right? And this comes back to now the clown that you all voted for. All right? I tell people, do not fart higher than your asshole. Do not think because you have a job or you have a house or you're driving, you got a nice ride, maybe you got some jewelry, you're a big Willie. You ain't big shit. You ain't big shit in the grander scheme of life. Trust and believe you're not. This whole freaking world needs a reality check on what's important and what's not important. Well, when you got people doing cosplay and they're, like with the migrants now, are they rounding up any white migrants? Are they rounding up the Polacks? They're rounding up the Russians? I'm part Russian. I have a grandfather who's a Russian Jew. Okay? I'm on the Tatar of Russia. Tatar is the dark. No, they're going after black and brown people. They're going after black and brown people. So I'd say some other foul words, but they won't. They won't like it. Oh God, look at this shit now. I gotta toss you over. Oh God. Oh God. Ho, baby. Alright, I gotta vacuum you and I gotta tap you out. Alright. Well, I made a hell of a lot of progress here. Alright. Anyway, I'll be back, everybody. This is my countertop dishwasher. I still haven't hooked it up yet, but it's okay. It's already. Yeah, and I said I took off those cabinets because there's such a dark energy in here. This region here where I live, this was occupied by the Wapani tribe. The Wapani are descendants of the Lenape tribe. And this whole region, we owned it, we occupied it. So there may have been something that had happened here. Also, too, my house way below this property is part of the Hudson River. It's one of the estuaries, way below. You gotta look, there's maps, you have to, let's put it this way, they're not open to, well, they are open to the public, but maybe now they may not be, because now we have this Confederacy operation going on with Elon Musk and Trump and the cosplay people, the cosplay people. I'll be back, everybody. If you like what I gotta say, follow my channel. If you don't, keep it moving. Otherwise, see you on the next one. Later. Thanks for watching.